Now, because this race is starting a bit late after the problems we had in Touring Car Masters, it's a fair chance that we'll get a reduced distance. It's currently written down in our schedule as meant to be 4:49 p.m. plus a lap here, so we're expecting it to be shortened. There is the piece that we did see fall off one of the cars down the back stretch.
There's bits of race cars falling out everywhere, isn't there?
Never great with these cars having so many different openings, like the windows are wide open, that sort of stuff, so they don't want too much debris out there, but either way, it looks like we're ready to go. A thumbs up from the front row. Adam Gowans receiving the thumbs up there from 32-year-old Toowoomba man, Adam Ubergang. 2 wins for him so far in this year. There's the view from James Duckworth's car as we get set now for a start. Race 2 in the little Aussie racing cars. They put on a hell of a show for us in the last race. And it's again Gowans who gets the jump from the front row. Nice start, Chamberlain. And look at that, Flack is falling back a little bit. Oh, just dives on the inside of Tony Quinn.
They run 2-3 wide through turn 2 there, as it was Flack who didn't get a very good start, but he wasn't going to back off, was he? He's dived up the inside of Tony Quinn. Chamberlain got a great start. You can see the oil flag out there, or the debris flag, so that you know there's something on the track. So you pay attention down at the hairpin. There's oil and that all over the track from the last race. But everyone's being quite cautious down the inside. And I'm sure they'll get onto it as the race goes on. They'll start using all of the racetrack. Adam Gowans, what a great start. He was just away, wasn't he?
It was a great start. And here we go side by side. It's Tony Quinn to the left and car number 100. That's the test and trial car. And he doesn't want to drive down there because that's where all the oil has been cleaned up earlier. Brendan Pingle's to his left. Second in the championship last year. And Pingle trying to stay in the top 5 because he doesn't lose contact with the leaders here. Fall back now, you might never see them again.
You see that side draft working so well. The car in front gets a little bit of advantage. You stay tucked in right beside it. The air right beside the car's a lot easier to get through, so the car takes off and accelerates again as Ubergang makes a little mistake. He's got to push hard now to try and catch Gowans, as you can see.
I just wonder if Ubergang's slipping on something here, because I thought I saw some liquid coming out of the back of this car at the beginning of the first lap. Let's see. The series champ is getting aggressive.
That's close.
That's as close as he can get towards the hairpin. No problems that I can see at the moment for Ubergang, but it's great news for Gowans, the race leader.
All the guys in the V8 Supercar sheds, they're all hoping that these Aussie race cars will run through all that dust and dirt down to turn 4, clean that track up for them when their eights come out next. But you can see there that most of the lines they're taking are away from the white powder on the track. There's obviously a fair bit of oil out there. They've been quite smart about it now as Darren Chamberlain gets that toe, looks to go down the inside. Ubergang gives a bit of room, side by side. And now ran side, but this is like the end of race 2. Race 1.
It's a replay. And Adam Ubergang knows exactly what it's like to be on the outside there at turn 7. That is a great shot. Down under brakes, who's going to be bravest here? Ooh, Ubergang's going to get aggressive. And the Queenslander hangs on to second in the race, but this is only going to aid Adam Gowans, the Tasmanian, who wants to grab back a race win. It's also helped out Adrian Flack to stay onto the back of this pack too, despite the fact that he's got that left front hose dangling down behind the left front tyre.
Adrian Flack did inherit a whole lot here. Gowans is bolted while these guys are battling away. Look at that acceleration from Ubergang. He's got a great run out of the hairpin, but you watch the toe start taking effect. Here comes Darren Chamberlain. Look at that toe. Here he's pulling him in now. Which way will he go? The outside, the inside? And try and put himself in a position for outbreak down into turn 6.
Oh, just brakes that a little bit later and gets the car stopped, and Flack nearly had the exact opposite.
And with these two battling, Brendan Pringle's jumping onto the back of him. There you can see Flack made that little mistake. And it's bringing Pringle back into the game as well. So these two battling it out for position 2. Ubergang locking the brakes over the top of the hill. His car gets light. Darren Chamberlain keeps it nice and clean, and he stays in front at the moment.
I love that shot as they roar or scream down towards turn number 4. Tony Quinn's actually caught onto these guys now. The battle for second. That's what I was talking about earlier. I just feel like something's, maybe like water or something's coming out of Ubergang's car. Can't quite pick it. We'll have a look maybe next time through when he arrives down there. And we're just over 30 minutes away from Jason Barguina getting busy once again in the referee's chair.
It's certainly not slowing up Ubergang, is it? But now he's got the toe on Darren Chamberlain. He's starting to close in. He was a little bit far back at the start of the straight. You can see he's closed right up to the back of the car. And he's going to have to go down the outside. Chamberlain protects that line, but goes very deep. Oh, looked like he was in a bit of trouble there, but he's managed to get it stopped. And now Adrian Flack is just raining on the back of these. He's pulling the two of these cars back in again after that little mistake a lap ago.
Toowoomba, probably not known for its motorsport prowess, but they certainly pumped out a good driver at Will Power. Only a year older than Adam Ubergang. And Will Power, the current reigning IndyCar champion. And always hearing talks of new circuits popping up in different places. Have heard chats about maybe a future circuit being in Toowoomba.
Yes, I've seen the drawings for that one. It's a very impressive sort of looking place. Hopefully that'll get built and become one of the premier circuits in Australia. But you know, obviously Ubergang now, he's raced a lot of different things, particularly a lot of production, improved production type racing. Came into the Aussie Race Car Series and was straight away on the pace. And over the last year or so, he's done very, very well. And here he is racing for the lead at the front.
All over the back of that Camaro at the moment as they go down towards turn 6 to click off the halfway point of this race. And further back in the pack, we've got a bit of contact between Miskovic and Ben Walsh. This fight for second is a good one. And Adrian Flack now is starting to get involved. Ubergang's taking this championship fight seriously this year. He's wiped off 8 kilograms on his own body weight, that is, not the car.
I was going to say, on him or the car.
Yeah. And he's having a real hot go at trying to win this championship, which has been eluding him. He's very talented behind the wheel, as Jason was alluding to. Oh, Flack nearly gets to the back of Ubergang there, but they sort it out. Tony Quinn's hanging on the back of this pack as well. Wow, there's a moment for Rinken spinning out on approach in the Ultima.
Pointing in the right direction, away he goes. With Ubergang there, it's hard to see whether he's actually going to try and pass Darren Chamberlain. Obviously, Gowans is out the front and bolted. He's got a 3.5 second lead. Is Ubergang just lining up? Oh, there's Flack down the inside.
Oh, he saw him at the last second.
Break. And he's given him racing room, which is good to see. So whether they're trying to line each other up for this last toe battle, you don't want to give it away too early. You don't want to get in the front and then find out you can't hang on to it at the crucial moment, which is what happened in race 1 this morning. Gowans had the lead for most of the last 4 or 5 laps, but Ubergang did it right on the death, which is what he's trying to line up here.
The thing that Ubergang would be thinking right now is championship points. Now, we don't award the points per race. You get given points depending on where you end up at the end of the weekend. And he'll know that he's got 1 race win in his pocket, and he's looking pretty good. I mean, he'd still finish second if they would have finished the way they are right now, but we've still got 2 more races to go at the end of this. So Chamberlain's done a good job to find his way into second. He needs as many points as he can get after a bad first round of the championship. Whoa, here we go. This is busy.
Oh, Bond's door's open there.
Nice work.
There's a little rubber strap that holds the door in from inside the car, so if you knew it was open, you might be able to reach over and grab that, but if it's busting the strap off, there's probably not much I can do. John Reynolds there in that Mustang. He had a bit of an accident, so he's rebodied that car as the Mustang in a great little battle now.
Oh, this is tight racing. Further back in the pack, we're fighting for positions 12 and onwards. They're all queuing up behind Cochrane at the moment, in position 12 in the AHG car. And the battle pack for second is equally exciting.
It's hard to take your eyes off this. You just don't know what's going to happen. Ubergang now having to look down the outside. That's where all that dust and dirt and rubber and oil is, but he's going to have a go somewhere here and try and put himself in that position he needs.
Looks like the Nürburgring down there with all the chalk markings on the outside. Kind of like the carousel, I guess, that corner, a little bit. Bit shorter. So famous, that big turn 4 hairpin, which characterises this 2.4k circuit. There's the lead for Gowans. That's comfortable. The battle for second is absolutely on. Flack really fancies a shot here at the series champ. Nice.
And down the inside, he's braking a little bit later. He's given plenty of racing room, which is good to see from these guys. No contact, clean passing. Now the job's going to be done for Chamberlain to try and find a way back through Flack.
That's not the spot to be doing it. He'll just ride in behind that rear wing at the moment.
Flack gets a good power down onto that straight. This will be the run down to the hairpin now. So you can see Chamberlain had a bit of a tighter line, and that's worked for him as they've come over the crest over the under the bridge. He's got the toe, but now what's he going to do? Is he going to try and drive on the outside?
Oh, there's all that clean-up effort up there. It's going to work nicely for Ubergang, though. Look out. Oh, they did a good job to stick away from each other then. And after all that, no positional change.
Well, I wouldn't say that just yet, because here comes Chamberlain with that toe down the back straight. He's got the run, he pulls out. He's going to go to the inside through the kink, which is going to allow him to have enough room as they go into the braking area. Ubergang has gone with him as well.
Good racing. Oh, Ubergang just locks it up and does a good job at not hitting the sticks, Camaro. We are working our way now into the final lap. And here comes Pingle, who's been sitting there quietly, and now he's going to make his move. He goes round the outside of Flack, gives him the inside run through too. Nice move.
He's been sitting back patiently there, Pringle, and has a little bit of contact there. There are good battles right throughout the field on the Aussie race cars. Great to see. There's a bit of oil and smoke.
That was Craig Thompson, one of 3 entries in the Western Sydney Motorsport team, including Craig Woods, our series leader. It was frantic work on the fluoro yellow gloves of Ubergang to avoid Chamberlain. Then this is the run home now.
Well, this is it. He's put himself in a very strong position. He's got that 2-car length gap behind Chamberlain. Can he use the toe to his effect? It'll start to real play in just at the kink. He'll start to really close right in the back of Chamberlain's car. Will he pull out, go down the inside and try and get the job done for P2?
Can he go around the outside again? No, this time he'll have the inside sit. Up the inside of Darren Chamberlain, and Ubergang gets it pulled in nicely. And I imagine that's how that will finish, as Ubergang, the Tasmanian, claims the win. On a week where there's been so much talk about Tasmanian race car drivers, we get to see one cross the finish line first. It's Adam Ubergang, winner of race 2. 6 different winner in 7 races in the championship.
So it was a great battle there to see Gowans. Now, Ubergang obviously won the first race. Gowans now gets back for the second race. And Ubergang, he's had that little battle with Chamberlain, and he's got up. That was what we talked about earlier. Where do you put yourself for that last lap?
Great drive from Gowans. He didn't have to worry about any of that, so he takes the win. And Ubergang home for second. And so many different race winners already. We had 10 last year, we've already had 6, and it's only halfway through round 2. The officials, they're happy with the racing that they've been seeing so far, and that's how they'll finish up.